Morning, everyone. Morning, morning. Whoopsies. Oh, it is early morning here. Kind of is 6 a.m. early morning? No, really. It's just morning. I guess it depends where you're from. If you're from the Germany, Poland, it's not really early morning. If you're from like Spain, if you're from Spain, it's early morning. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Light. There we go. It's pretty good light. Not too great, not too bad. As usual, we gotta load Caster Labs for the chat. Oof, today was rough waking up again. I really need tonight I'm gonna sleep 8 hours. I really need it. The combination of like work being a lot of things and this stream, like I love it because I learn so much. I get to hang out with a lot of very cool people. But but in terms of mind space, it's just so much learning, so many things going on. So well, I want to see if I'm live on this yet. I don't think so. I think me and Saint of Vice are still waiting. Hmm. This project is assumed that Snowball Pro currently maintains all the Gulang code in InfoSec streams and this repo. Are there requests? One branch updated 39 minutes ago. GoPro Soyo committed this repository past week. No, not yet. I'm not there on yet. Maybe I'm not, like, I don't know. Hide offline. Okay. Oh, but I'm online now. Haha. Should be there. Anyway. Oh, chat is still not there. Come on, chat. Click here to retry. There we go. Alright. Cool, folks. So this list of streams, we're not going to do this right now. We're going to go back to our windows like we were yesterday. And we're going to work on SMB and getting files and firewall rules, stuff like this. All very interesting stuff. All very, very interesting stuff. So, yeah. I don't know. Let's get into it. Sounds like fun. Get certified. Practice with hands-on labs. Ooh, that's what it is. I remember I've been looking for boxes in the past. This is probably where they are. Yesterday I spoke to a colleague. He told me the Hagler box used to only be boxes. Brutus, very easy. Hope we can save some time today to do some of these today. Some of the very easy ones. Trojan Horse, Retired Sherlock, Retired Machine. Oh, okay. Towards Script Kitty. I would love to be a Script Kitty. Noob. I'd like to be a Script Kitty, but first we have to, like, before we actually get to that, I wanna get an understanding of Windows and SMB and firewall rules. I think it's super important. Super important. If you're into cybersecurity and you don't really know how, like, a firewall, then I don't know, like, how it works, what it does, really. And even if you're more on the government side, I don't know, I think just understanding things is so important. Super important. Cool, folks. We'll start our instance. I forgot how we did it. Oh, we got a RDP into a unit. we got a RDP, and then we have to have a target. So we're going to start this instance, and we're going to start with the target system. I think we're on the next page though. We're at SMB. Yeah, it was this page. All right, cool. We got ourselves a nice workstation. There we go, 1. And if the thing is ready, we can RDP into our instance. Are you down for that? Are you down for that? All right, targets are spawning. By the time I open VPN, take up the last one, and then I type into our remote desktop protocol. Targets are spawning. Dun 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 dun. Do you want some music today? I wouldn't mind some music today. Oops, what was it? 1029? No, not the same one. Once we got the same one from one day to the next. 246. I wonder if someone's using the IP address from yesterday. No. More choices. Use a different. I want to be HTB student, and the password is Academy Win Fun. Don't ask me again for this computer in case it crashes again. All right, looks like we got ourselves a computer. Let's just put on some music while we're here. YouTube. A little bit. Today feels like a music day. I'm gonna go for the usual. If you guys have a music recommendation, feel free to reach out in the chat. Because if it's anywhere else, I won't see it on time. There we go. Nice, I think it's the right volume for you. All right. Cool. Get a little bit louder for myself. Nice. All right, folks, we got our instance over here. And I don't remember exactly what we were doing yesterday. I have to remember. But we have to remember. All right, we were creating a folder here. All right, create a folder. What do we want to call it? Happy birds. Just penguins, because again, they're so cute. Now we create a new text file. And I'm gonna say, wow. Say, this is a text. Cool, and it's saved. And now we're gonna share that folder. Properties, sharing, advanced sharing, share this folder, permissions, everyone can read. So yeah, should be good. Shared path. Cool. So we got Happy Penguins and it's shareable. Now, we're gonna try to get access to it from over here on this instance. So we created a folder, we created the company data. Company data is pretty boring, so we named it something else. All right, now we're gonna SMB into our client. You probably don't see anything here, no? Can I zoom in? If I zoom in? Oh, nice. Now there's my fat face over here. My face is a little bit big, no, for today? You don't need to see me that much. But if you enjoy it, you can zoom in. I like to make things weird. Alright, folks. We're gonna SMB client and then L. And then get the server ID. IP, what is it? What is the server IP? It's right here, no? 10.129. .252.246. Oops, I typed in too early. I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna make a difference. Typing the U. Oops. U H TV student. I don't think it's gonna make a difference. Otherwise, it would probably have asked me for my password and all. So all right. NFC versus share permissions. Sudo mount T CIF has 0. Windows Defender firewall considerations. In the Windows Defender, so this is probably why we can't access to this, is because we don't have Defender settings properly assessed. In the Windows Defender firewall, that could potentially be blocking access to the SMB share. Ooh, excuse me. Since we are connecting from a Linux-based system and the firewall has blocked access from any device that is not joined from the same workgroup, it is also important to note that when a Windows system is part of a workgroup, all net logon requests are authenticated against that particular Windows system SAM database. When a Windows system is joined to a Windows domain environment, all net logon requests are authenticated against Active Directory. One more time. When a Windows system is joined to a Windows system environment, all net logon requests are authenticated against Active Directories. Is joined to a Windows domain environment, which I think we are. All net logons are against Active Directory. I kind of want to understand a little bit more about Active Directory. I think I have an idea. Is Active Directory a large enterprise solution, or is it also a basic Windows computer feature? Okay, it's primarily a large enterprise solution, not a built-in feature for basic Windows computer. So on a single Windows PC, a home or standalone Windows computer doesn't use Active Directory. Instead, it uses local accounts managed by the local security accounts manager. So SAM, which was what we talked about. That's why a personal PC just create local user accounts and or sign in with a Microsoft account. In enterprise environments, Active Directory is used to manage thousands of users, computers, printers, and across a network, and servers across a network. It is a direct service that provides centralized authentication, authorization, group policies, and resource management. It requires a Windows server, a domain controller to run. Yeah. Yup. Middle ground, small business. Small organizations might still use AD if they want centralized management, but for a really small setup, Windows often pushes alternatives like Azure Active Directory, which is called Entra ID as well, or simpler local setups. Okay. So Active Directory isn't a basic Windows feature. It is a server role designated for managing networks of computer, usually in the business or enterprise settings. Got it. So this sentence is weird, no? Then this sentence is weird. No. Whoops. Didn't really work. Because I don't see how it works this way. When a Windows system is joined to a Windows domain environment, all netlogon requests are authenticated against Active Directory. When a Windows system is joined to a Windows domain environment, all netlogon, so it's joined to a new Windows domain? Since this is not weird, but it can feel a bit out of place if you're thinking in terms of standalone PC. Let's unpack it. A Windows domain is an environment where Active Directory isn't present. Okay. I didn't know. So Windows domain simply means that there's an Active Directory present. Guys, this is important. Windows domain means that there's an Active Directory present. One more time. If there's a Windows domain, if such a thing is called a Windows domain, it means that there's Active Directory there. Think about it. Yup. Cool. So I think we got to understand a little bit more about Active Directory and doing things. The primary difference between a workgroup and a Windows domain in terms of authentication is a workgroup, the local SAM database is used, and in Windows domain and centralized network-based database, Active Directory is used. Okay, nice. A local group SAM database, got it. And where does the SAM actually reside? Where does the SAM database actually reside? I'm gonna say each local computer is a local database that stores accounts and security information, password hashes, group membership for a standalone Windows machine. Or machine not joined to a domain. So yeah, it's in the machine itself. The SAM database lives locally on every Windows machine inside the system32/config folder and is only used for local accounts. Would you like me to also contrast how SAM works alongside Active Directory part? No, I think we're good. This is a little too advanced for us. We are still newbies. The primary difference between a workgroup and a Windows domain in terms of authentication is with a workgroup and the local SAM database is used in the Windows. Okay, we already read this. We must know this information when attempting to log on and authenticate with a Windows system. Consider where the HTTP account is hosted to properly configure the target. Connect to the target. So I don't think that it has an Active Directory there. Just because I think it would be quite hard to set up, and if I were Hack the Box, I wouldn't put Active Directory from the first Windows box. So I think we should play a little bit with the firewall rules, like inbound and outbound. So let's just do that, no? Firewall. Pretty crazy that I'm accessing right now a computer in Germany, I think. All right, so public firewall. So if I turn this off, do you want to allow this app? Yes. If I turn this off, turn on firewall. Yeah, it's not a good idea to keep your firewall off. And if I now go into ChatGPT and my instance, can we then do that? Yeah, we can. Which is good. Guys, we're heading the right way. Deactivating the firewall works. But I don't want to, you know, as an administrator, as an expert administrator like I am, I don't want to like turn off my firewall. It's not a good idea. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to set our firewall. So now we know that networks in a public space such as airport, coffee, where your device is set up as not discoverable. Okay. So whoopsies. Oh, there's domain network, private network, and public network. Let's ask a ChatGPT about these three. Because I'm not sure I understand them. What's the difference between domain network, private network, and public network? Good question. These these three network profiles in Windows can be confusing because they overlap but mean different things. Oh, a domain network. It appears only if the PC is joined to an Active Directory domain. It's like there's so many wording types for just if there's Active Directory. It's pretty wild. How Windows decides. It checks if the computer can reach a domain controller. Trusted managed environment, corporate enterprise, network policies and firewalls rules that are typically controlled by IT via group policy. Example, your laptop at work connected to the company's corporate network. Your laptop at work connected to the company's corporate network. Yeah. Number 2, private network. When it appears for some home office networks that you trust. For home office, okay. Or small office networks that you trust. You, the user, choose this when you first connect to a network. Aha. I see. Is this thing like, do you want to treat this as public or private? Yeah, or private, yeah. Treats the network as safe, enables network discovery, file and printer sharing, and device visibility. Your home Wi-Fi, where you want to see your printer, or NAS, network access system. Forgot what that meant. Public network. When it appears for untrusted networks, default if you don't want to mark a network as private or domain, lock down the firewall, disables discovery and sharing. Example, coffee shop Wi-Fi, hotel Wi-Fi, airport hotspots. Cool. Quick summary. Managed by IT, yeah. Untrusted, keep me invisible. Yeah, got it. So this is probably what it considers itself on right now. Even though, yeah, it considers itself on forever. Yeah, I guess so. This would be if we came from if it came from one of the things it shares an Active Directory on. This is what it would be if the configuration had been that, you know, we're connected to a private network, which I think we can check here. What kind of network are we on? No internet access, that's okay. network and sharing center. Okay. Network category public. There we go. Excuse me, folks. I really should cough further than from the microphone. All right. So we got these. Do you want properties? Now, will this change anything? Because now we have the firewall, the private firewall on. Private firewall on, so no, it doesn't look like it. So we're not connected to the private network, but because the firewall is still on, we can't connect. Now if I turn it off, now I should be able to do it. Oh, connection failed. Now it's able to do it. Huh. So again, because it's not very good practice to leave a firewall on, to leave a firewall off, it's not a good idea. Oof, you can block all incoming connections, including the list you've allowed apps. Damn. Alright, so we're gonna set the firewall's rules. Firewall. Alright, change notification settings. Let's go advanced settings because we're advanced people. Alright, do you folks see much? You probably don't know. How do I make this bigger for you? First start making the window bigger. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's what we have, huh? View, can I zoom it, customize? Yep, don't see no zoom in or anything. Alright, so Windows Firewall is on. Okay, so this is the three things that we saw. Windows, so we need to activate the private profile now. Inbound connections that do not match a rule are blocked. Are allowed. Ooh, that's very interesting how it's done. So the firewall is on. Now the inbound connections are much more restrictive than the outbound connections. So inbound, you need to be explicitly allowed, and outbound, so if you want to come in, you have to be explicitly allowed. But if you want to go outbound, like send out something, unless you're specifically allowed, then you're good. So I think because of this, we only have to edit this, the inbound. So we're going to action, new rule. We're going to create a custom rule. Next. This is applied to everyone. Services. Customize. Ooh, that's a lot of services. Is there an SMB one? SSSSM. What does servers SMB stand for? Sensor monitoring service, SMS. Server message block. Now remember. Server SER. Okay, I don't see it there. So we're gonna do all programs, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Let's try to make it wide, and then we'll see. Protocol type any. Yeah, I agree. Protocol number any. We are good. Local ports. I think we're good. Scope. does this rule apply to these IP addresses? So we're gonna add ours from here, which is 10.14. Okay, I forgot since 10.14, 10.10.14.83. 10.14.83. Cool. Okay. Which remote XPSS? I'm not sure if it's a local. We're gonna add it anyway. 10, 10, 14, 83. Cool. Allow the connection. We'll allow the connection for now. What rule is applied to? Let's put it on everything. I agree. Name. HateDB. Free connection. Finish. Cool. Let's try it. I think now, before we couldn't do it. Now can we do it? No. That is strange. Yeah, it failed. We have a connection that is for inbound. So, scope, it applies to these addresses. So that's good. Let's try any IP. Let's try any. Let's try to see if it changes anything. Yeah. Now it changes everything. Interesting, isn't it? I put the IP address there. Does that mean it goes through? Does that mean it goes through something else that doesn't have this IP address? Maybe it doesn't arrive from there directly. It's not like a direct communication. It's kind of weird, like, to create a thing that allows you to communicate on any port. Like any. Just like open bar for any IP address. On all kind of networks. That's like the worst firewall rule. Like open bar firewall. The best kind for hackers. Open bar firewall rule. Okay, so I'm gonna ask ChatGPT how we can further figure out this, why this doesn't work. Let's try this. Any IP and then these IPs. We run it again, so it works. Now if this is remote. No, you can't authenticate anymore, huh? Don't allow you to connect no more. Yeah, so yeah, it's fudged. Okay. Let's copy the paste. Let's copy paste this. Copy. I ran this command and I want to understand the path that is taken by the data packet. How can I do that? Because yeah, again, it's weird. It's weird that it's like if I specify this, it doesn't work. It's like where I connect from, no? 10, 10, 14, 83. It's the right IP address, so it's weird. Weirder. So you open a TCP port. So on 445, direct SMB over TCP. Now let's try to restrict the ports. We'll go any IP address, and here we'll put the port TCP, which is port number 6, .heal. And now I can try again. So yeah, TCP works. If we change it to like something random, it's no longer gonna work, right? Yeah, so it was really TCP that worked. Let's see if I can save it in time. Oh no, I can't save it in time. Okay. TCP should work now, so we can limit it to CP. That's really good. I wonder if admins ever do this. Probably no. Like looking at your application, kind of testing the most restrictive settings that still allows you to get what you want. I mean, they should at least. Open a TCP connection to the target IP. SMB typically runs on port 445. Direct SMB over TCP. In your case, SMB client tries 445 first and falls back to NetBIOS if needed. You think we can force it to a NetBIOS SMB? Do protocol type custom. Maybe we can force it to like the less secure one. Let's see. To 137, 139. Local port. That's a protocol, it's not a port. What is the protocol number of NetBIOS SMB? SMB itself doesn't have an IP protocol number. TCP is equal to 6, UDP equals 17, and SMB rides on top of this. Oh. Okay, that's why there's so many protocol types. That's why there's so few, actually. So it runs on top of TCP. Let's actually force it to use UDP. Now, what do you think? Will it work? Will it work? No, it really doesn't like it. Can I force my command to use UDP for auth? Let's see. Today's a very experimental day. No. Sorry, maybe that's odd. I was surprised. No, you can't force SMB to do authentication over UDP. Well, so everyone uses TCP. Okay. Alright, TCP then. Fine. Apply. Cool. Inbound rules. We got HTTP free connection. Is that how I called it? I think so. Scope. Any addresses. So we're just trying to figure out. Alright, let's add the one from before. And then we'll ask ChatGPT why it's not working. 10. Oops, we're not typing the right place. 10.129. No, that's the one we're connecting to. 10.10.14 10.83. I think this one's more important actually, because it's remote. As we tested before. 10 is 14.83. Cool. This is good. We have this. And now we shouldn't be able to connect because that was an issue. I kind of zoned out here, if you noticed. I'm an expert at zoning out. Oopsies. Groups. So free connection, HTTP free connection. So take a quick screenshot of this. Hopefully ChatGPT doesn't get all annoyed at me for this. Well, actually, maybe I can describe it. So since I am a wonderful IT admin, I decided to restrict my inbound. Let's be precise. Firewall rule to a specific address. So I typed in the scope part of my firewall rule that the scope, oh my god, it could be so much clearer, is the IP address on my Linux pawn box. Yet it doesn't connect to this instance unless I take any IP address. Why is that? Does my Linux do this call through a proxy with a different IP? Thank you very much. Best regards. Uncle Tom. Why is that funny? Uncle Tom, the unwonderful IT admin. Okay, let's debug this logically. I take offense in that. I really do. When you restrict a firewall rule to signal a single IP, and your Linux box can't connect unless you allow all IP, a few things could be happening. Your Linux box is not using the IP you think it is. If you're in a lab environment and like hack the box, your Linux pawn box might still be behind a NAT. Ooh. That means that the traffic doesn't arrive at Windows host with your Linux box's private IP. It arrives with the NAT's gateway IP. So the firewall sees 10.x.x, okay, instead of your Linux VM's actual address. Result, your scope rule does it. Sorry. Result, your scope doesn't match, so the connection is dropped. To check on your Windows machine, run this. Alright. Nate.no. To check on my, okay. Let's go PowerShell. Let's go biatches. So it's listening on everything. We're on newer versions. I think we got a newer version. And see which remote IP is actually connecting. Well, let's try to copy this. Control C. Does this mean that my computer listens everywhere on the 445 port? Thinking, well, maybe multiple paths exist. Sometimes tools like SMB client or even your host Linux will resolve connect through different interfaces: IPv6, VPN tunnel, Docker network, HTTP's VPN adapter, etc. Windows firewall scopes apply with the interface IP family. If your Linux box is coming in with IPv6, but you only scope for IPv4 address, the rule won't match. Oh. I feel like we should do more testing on Linux versus than we should on Windows. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So short answer is yes, it's listening on everything, but listening does not mean accessible. Okay, the Windows firewall or NAT and routine determine whether remote hosts can actually reach it. Ciekawe. Here's a clear breakdown of what to do next. 00, okay. 00, the socket is bound to all IPv4 addresses, interfaces on the host. Double dot 445, the socket is bound to all IPv6 interfaces. So the SMB server accepts connection to on any local IC address on the OS has for both IP families. Why you still might not be reachable. Firewall. Windows Firewall can block inbound connections even though the service is listening. Just means the server is ready to accept. The firewall decides whether the packet allowed in. Okay. Okay, one more time. The Windows Firewall can block inbound connections even though the service is listening. Listening just means the server is ready to accept. Firewall decides whether the packet is allowed in. I see. NAT routing. If the host is behind a NAT, the external device will not reach it unless NAT is forwarding the port. The built-in file and printer sharing SMB in. Rules by scopes in certain networks. Okay, restricted. Who owns IPv4? IPv4. Okay, this is going a little deeper than we want to for the moment. So, okay, so we're going to run this on PowerShell. Let's type it by hand. Hopefully you can read. We're going to type in the following. pktmon. Sounds we're typing Pokemon, but a shorter filter. Add 12, and then our address is 10. Oh, I should type in address still. No, this is S. ADDRESS space 10.10.14.83. Unknown parameters. pktmon filter unknown parameter. Should it be like entre comillas between? Oh man. all I want to do in life, all, is add comillas. Oh, there it is. My precious comillas. No. PK Timon dash dash. No, what is it? How do I make the dash again? Oh, that got it. Here. Here. There we go. So dash is the question mark. Alright. Help. Help. Please. No help command. H. And add help. Help. Oh, there we go. Alright, commands filter, manage packets filter, manage vestiges component. Alright, so PKT is monitor internal package propagation and packet drop reports. I think ChatGPT is making it harder than it should be. How can I check the IP address on the potential NAT that stands before my instance? All right, trigger ifconfig. Oh, that's a great idea. So we're gonna try to do something on the other side. So we're gonna ifconfig. Okay. iNet broadcast. Do you want to try a few of these on the rules? We're gonna add a few of these and see if it works. 94.237.102.145. So that's one. 255.255. Net masking. It doesn't feel like this is the right thing. 252. 0. We're just kind of guessing at this point, huh? D4. Whoopsie. Yes, yes. Let's try again. Don't work, huh? So this is not it. These rules are not making a difference. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Folks, it is officially 7 a.m. I'm just gonna feed you the whoopsies. What's happening in network? Okay, cool. This is your public ISP assign IP. Your public ISP assign outside the world, like customer will appear from this IP. Not your ton zero. Ton zero, isn't that for like self? No, it's LO. LO and ton zero is NS3 is like the physical port, I think. And this is a VPN. Loopback is only for self-communication, yes. And 94, 137, 102, 94, and 45 is the same as we have here in both situations. Now the net mask, 255, 255, 252, is also there. 0. Or it doesn't work just yet. Ton 0. This is Yaki, your hide the box VPN interface. Connection to the VPN or lab's target will use this IP as a source inside the lab network. From the SMB server perspective in the lab, the Windows host may see 10x as the source, but not as the public IP on NS3. Your key insight: if your SMB server is inside the Hack the Box, your connection is routed to ton 0, not ENS3. Yeah, and ton 0 has this freaking address, right? Which is the one we've already put. Maybe we can try to put this one as well. 255. 255.255.254.0. Excuse me, folks. So I will now take these and I will go into this and okay, I apply. And now I go into the machine and I type in, wow. The alarm's still ringing after 3 minutes. I think my partner's having a rough time waking up. Connection to 10.129.252.246. Oi, oi, oi. Failed. Is it because we don't have it? Is it really its IP address? Can I if config this to check? I just type if config, so Control L. If config. Cool. So, what does it mean, dead beef? The fuck? There's so many questions today. What does dead beef mean in an IPv6? So random, right? Did some admin somewhere just find a troll to call it dead beef? Looks scary and funny at the same time. Let me see. It's just a hexadecimal literal index on IPv6. Why people use it? Because it's fun or placeholder value by developers or network engineers. It doesn't have special technical meaning beyond going part of an address. It's just memorable and easy to spot in logs or captures. Okay, haha. Ghost is not here today to tell us about all that networking. Damn it. Dead beef, okay. I say cool story, bruvs. Doesn't help us connect to a goddamn instance. It doesn't, right? IP address show. Maybe you can try this as well. IP address show. Is that how it was written? Yeah. All right, guys. I think we're getting better and better, huh? So loop back. Okay, trace route. That's pretty good on Linux. Nice. All right, let's see. Let's see. Trace route. Huh. So this way you can see the path that it takes. This is what we wanted all this time. Trace route. And then we type in the IP address. What was it? 10.129.252. Where was it? 252.246. Ooh. So here it says it's direct, no? That's all there is. Or does it just get lost? Hops max. So he's gonna go to 30. This tell us. Oh yeah, I didn't. I didn't copy everything. This is probably easier. Here, this is more complete. Okay, so the first one is hop. This is the first packet. The target VPN gateway virtual NAT for the Hack the Box Tanzero network. Low latency confirms it's very close. This is probably the source IP. Alright, so let's do it. So we want to see properties. Here we want to add this one. 10.10.14.1 and here apply. It should work. It should, guys. Are you ready? This is a big moment for this day, channel, history, mankind. Dung, dung, dung. Oh man, still buggy. Did I not click apply? I clicked apply. Oh man. 10.14.1. Doesn't respond. You think that some routers block this? Okay. Interpret for your firewall problem. Your connection from Linux. Okay. How I tried adding this address into my host-based firewall and cannot. Still cannot connect. However, we know there's no other thing blocking communication on the way because when I allow all connections from IP remote addresses. I get a reply. I wonder what is happening. That behavior fits perfectly with the NAT VPN setup you're in. Let's carefully reason through it. Your Linux pawn box has multiple IPs. Guys, the alarm from my partner has been ringing for 12 minutes. It's pretty wild, no? 12 minutes to get up. I think she's really tired. So, ton zero. Okay, your VPN punch has multiple IPs. 10.10.83. Okay. And ENS 94, 237, 102, 145. The reason I've been reading it slow is because I've been comparing to this. It's clearly on there. You guys must see it's so tiny, these addresses. But like, I put basically all the addresses that were there. Maybe I didn't click something when I pressed the ads in this address range. Wow, play to renders. Maybe I can just do from internet or local subnets, DNS servers. If I say internet, does this work? If I say intranet, does it work? No. Adding intranet does not work. I'm gonna start adding things time by time. DNS servers, local subnet. No. Where are the two computers to each other? Aren't they in the same kind of? Because neither of them has internet, so they must be kind of local to each other. Man. I'm spending so much time on this little thing. Cancel. Maybe we can run the same thing. What was the command that we ran earlier? Trace route on the other side. On this side. Let's go into this. Let's do trace route to 10.10.14.83. Trace route is not recognized as CMLET. It's too bad. It's a really useful command. Probably to have it under another name. How can I trace route on PowerShell? Alright folks, I just want to check my gym today, what time I want to go spinning. Kind of want to go biking. Horarios that we enjoy. If I want to go cycling, it has to be in 15 minutes. I think today I might rest then. Ooh, no gym for me. Set max hops to 30. It's trace cert then. Trace tra cert. There we go. Give me something. Gimme Jimmy. Maximum of 30 hops. Ooh, we got sub 1 millisecond on some of them. It's not getting a reply. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just start working, please. Oh, 10:29:01. Why is it taking so damn long to show? It's like it's 1 millisecond, but then you're taking several seconds to get this done. Ooh, trace complete. We got nowhere. Maybe I should allow this one. Guys, we're gonna start allowing everything. Add 10 dot, whoops, 129.0.1. All right, work please. Apply. HTTP viewer. No, still no. God damn. Oh, they're 14.83. Let's try this one too. Let's try from 10.10 to 10.11. Does this work? How do you specify that it's any? 0, 0 to 10.11.0.0. Let's try. You okay? We have a lot of things now. Apply. No, still not. Oh my god. Guys. How? How is this possible? It's so hard today. Ay, ay, ay. A challenging one. Huh. What do we do? If I click any IP addresses, still work, right? It works. It's insulting me. Oh no, I didn't click apply yet. Oh no, it doesn't work anymore. Wait, what? What? Dead beef and default gateway is this? Maybe I'm not connecting to the right thing anymore. What the heck? Guys, what do we do? Do we give up? Spent an hour 20 today on this. And yesterday, we also spent plenty of time. Or do we never give up on our dreams? Oh God, where are my manners? I'm sorry. Ten that 129 that 152 that 246. Who 252. That's this one. IPv4 address. Cool. So we are connecting to this, but like for some reason it doesn't work anymore. The fuck? Did we change something? TCP HTTP free connection. we put any of these IP, it should work. Like it was working before. What happened since? Ah, there it's working. It works. Wait, what? One of these works. One of these made it work. My god. Which one was it? Now we have to remove them one by one. Wow. Was it this one? 10.14.83. Let's try to remove the range first. Well, these I think were pretty proven to not be the right thing. Internet and internal servers and all. So we can apply and remove these. That it works. So Control C. Guys, it was working all along. I don't know what happened. Do we just like refresh it? If I remove the range from 10.11, if I remove it, apply, does it still connect? Yes. What the fuck was the answer? 10.129.120. What did it correspond to? What does 10.12... Well, what does 10.129.0.1 correspond to? I'm pretty sure I fed that information at one point. Private is reserved for private networks. It's not routable to public. Okay, let's remove. Oh god, what did I do? What did I do? Oh, there's more even. It's still working, okay. Was it just 10.10.14.1? Let's remove that. Okay, I'm pretty sure the other ones are bullshit. Pretty sure these are bullshit. Apply. Still working. This one's bullshit too, right? Still bullshit. So it's one of these two that what's working. We don't have any more. 10.14.83. Is that the one we're trying to... That's the name of our instance. It's working. Oh my god. Let's add the previous one we had. 10.10.14.83. No, 01 it was. Will this one work? Remove this one. Apply. No longer works. So why was it just the original one this whole time? Why didn't we get it before? Why? 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 Oh, so many unanswered questions. How does this work? Why does it work? It's so confusing. I think not knowing why something doesn't work is pretty frustrating. Knowing why something works is maybe not as frustrating, but it's still pretty frustrating. It's like, why does it work? Cheap viewers on stream, boo. Disgraceful Valor MT. Dude, what the fuck? These bots. Streamboo needs to get out of my face, man. It needs to get out of my face. Doom, 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 doom. Oh, this is really chill. Can I delete it there? Delete message. No one should no one should spam my chat. You get away with it. Okay. So this works. The only thing that works is the actual IP address. 10.10.83. 83. Okay, I'm not sure why we explored all this, but yep, it should work now. Alright. Let's do a bunch of boxes. Not too hard. This is Linux. It's Rootus. Starting point. The key is a strong foundation. Are dancing on Windows. Two free hours of pawn box. Upgrade to VIP for unlimited access. It's gonna be like $80 a month or something. Oh no, it's not too bad. Extra fast your cybersecurity journey. Ooh. Oh wow, so they're increasing today. VIP Plus. VIP passes a must for any serious competitor on Hack the Box unless you enjoy playing live on hardcore more with extra legacy. Latency, VIP is what gets you the decisive edge in getting that first blood. I have no idea. Oh, Sherlock's is probably more real world cybersecurity, helping you design prioritizing attack logs. Oh, that's really good. That looks like a lot of fun. I guess we'll get to do this in like a year. Maybe. I mean, we're making pretty good progress in just 1 month. I think just going every day makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so now that we have access to it and that we've secured the firewall, why not get into the freaking box and do something? Do something, boy. Cool, this. I think you see pretty well now. Should be able to. Mounting the share. Excuse me. Computer management is another tool. Okay. We're just at the beginning. We're gonna try to access with SMB the Penguins file. And I think when we can do this, we're good for today. So the password for Hack the Box user is Academy Win Fun, I think. Academy Win Fun. Oh, did I do something? Academy win fun. Whoops. Academy win fun. Oh. Unable to connect with SMB1, no work group available. So I got to connect into the instance, but now I have other issues. How solve Uncle Tom? Toughy one. Toughy day. Two. So the server is responding. That SMB1 workgroup error is a common, harmless, but annoying quirk. SMB clients by default try legacy NetOS by workgroup. Many servers disable SMB1 for security so that secondary workgroup listing step fails even though share enumeration already worked. Below is that message means and exactly how to fix and work around it. Why you see that error? The server answered your initial share using SMB dialect you saw. Admin C happy penguins. After that, SMB client falls back to try an SMB1 to enumerate workgroups. If the server or local block SMB1 fails, unable to connect with SMB1. This does not mean shares are inaccessible. It just means the legacy workgroup discovery failed. How to stop the error? Force SMB2, SMB3. Alright, we do M, SMB2, or SMB3. M, SMB2. Academy win fun. Oh Lord. Academy win fun. What? Did I type in something wrong? M SMB2. Oh, there's supposed to be a space. We'll for sure remember that password, huh? You, HTTP student, space M, space SMB3 or 2. Me win. Oh fuck, there's a space. I'm trolling. Failed. No workgroups available. Let's try with SMB3. Oh, so neither worked. Directly connect to a share, no group. Ooh, and then we can go into Happy Penguins. Directly. Need some quotation marks, comillas, academy, win, fun. Damn it, darn it. Mount the share. Maybe I should just follow the instructions on this. I don't know, maybe. Alright, folks. So we created, oh my god, we're still early in this. Enter workgroup HTTP student password. And then we see this. Oh, look, we're doing this. HTTP client. SMB client. Server IP company data. Okay. Let's try whatever they're saying. Let's try whatever they're doing. Okay. So we type SMB client. Let me type this. And I have the server IP, which is 10.129.252.246. Oh, it's a double slash at the beginning. Oh, no. Okay, we're good. Double slash. Oh, the other slash. Okay, server IP, we got it. Slash. Happy. Happy penguins. You. HTTP student. Please work. Academy. When fun. Guess it's hard. Academy underscore win fun. Oh, okay. I'm into SMB. Oh, wow, okay. Good, I got the SMB here. Alright, help. Wow, that's a lot of things we can do. Chmod, we know this. Can we ls? Oh, wow, that text, we're in it, guys. Cat wow.txt. Wow. Oh, maybe it's like I'm on Windows now, right? Or SMB language has its own thing. What is the SMB equivalent of command cat? More or get? So it got the file. I believe it's got installed on my machine. for Uncle Tom, the wonderful IT admin. Thank you. File name cat. So I guess it's now in my Control C. It's now ls. It's wow.txt cat. Wow. .txt. This is a text. Oh, folks, it may not seem like much. It may not seem like much. But holy cow. We have just transferred a text from a Windows machine, shared it, excessively applied the firewall rule, downloaded it using SMB, and displayed on our computer. It's not much, but man, it's honest work. Thank you for staying with me this minute of silence. With happy R harp ending. Oof, it was honest work today. Honest work. Hope you enjoyed it today, folks. I'm gonna end it here. My brain can't take it no more. It's been a hell of a journey, and I want to thank you for joining me. Now, I'm kidding, huh? Been kidding today, but it's been a big journey, a big step today. Day 21 was big. Of the Cyber Doctor Learns Hacking. That's cool, and I'll see you tomorrow, Thursday, 6 a.m. for another adventure. More Windows, more SMB, more programs, more drama, more honest work. Folk, it's been me. Lovely being your host today, and I'll see you tomorrow.